Ladies and gentlemen, hello, I'm Angel, and I'm going to start a Let's Play of Half-Life, and this will hopefully extend to Black Mesa after this, and then possibly Opposing Force and Blue Shift after that, and then maybe on to Half-Life 2 Episodes 1 and 2. I will not do Half-Life Alyx because I don't have a VR headset, but one day I hope to have one, and I hope to play that game. So yeah, this is a bit of a change. So far to this point, I've basically just been playing Star Trek games because, you know, I like Star Trek, I know Star Trek, and I feel confident talking about it. But I have been wanting to try something different, and Half-Life was kind of really the one I kind of wanted to try. So I don't know if this will work or not. Could say I'm even a little nervous to see if this will work or not. But this is a different sort of game we're going to be playing. It's a first-person shooter. And it is, of course, a very infamous title to this day, very, very important to the development of the gaming industry as a whole. You have to have lived through it, obviously, to really have appreciated what Half-Life did for FPSs and the genre, and how it completely changed how we do storytelling in video games, particularly in a first-person narrative. And I'm not going to go through all the behind the scenes. There is so much background information now about Half-Life. Unlike all these other games I've played to this point, there is an abundance of information about the development of Half-Life. And just recently, there's been the documentaries from Valve on both the development of Half-Life 1 and 2. And I highly, highly recommend you go and watch those. There's also the ones by the NoClip YouTube channel. They've also done documentaries regarding Half-Life and Black Mesa. Highly recommend those as well. Lots of cool information there. But for me personally, Half-Life, yeah, it was... I fell in love with it as soon as I played it. I played it many, many times over and over again. So I know this game quite well, although it has been, I will admit, many years since I last played it. I know they've updated the game since the 25th anniversary. And yes, there's a different interface here. I've already gone through some of these options. Interestingly, I had to turn off auto-aim. That was on by default, and I don't want to auto-aim, thank you. I'm guessing this is for console or other not keyboard and mouse-based inputs. I also had to turn this on when I'm doing a quick bit of testing. This is basically just mouse smoothing, I think. So if you don't turn this on, you get a kind of a feels like a dragging effect when you're looking around. I want instant response when I want that. So yes, low input latency. And yes, I do invert my mouse. Why do I invert my mouse? Well, that's because I played TIE Fighter a lot as a kid without a joystick. And so my brain is wired to pulling up and pushing down when I play an FPS. That's just the way it is. So yeah, this should be good. I might have to change settings as needed, but let's begin our journey into Half-Life. I'm going to go on hard. I have no fear of playing Half-Life on hard. I might be save scummy a lot, but, you know, whatever. This was interesting. I noticed this Half-Life Uplink. I've never played Uplink. I know very little about it, so I think we'll play this after we complete the main campaign. If you want me to do the training room at some point, sure. I don't feel like I really want to or need to do the training room. I just want to get to the game, but yeah, we can have a look at this later, obviously, if we're going to review the whole game, maybe. But I want to get stuck into the actual game itself, so let's begin.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. This automated train is provided for the security and convenience of the Black Mesa Research Facility personnel.
Hey, Barney.
The time is 8:47 a.m.
That's the start of Blue Shift there.
Temperature is 93 degrees, with an estimated high of 100.
Now, there is so much storytelling going on
at a pleasant
in this tram ride. This tram ride is amazing. It goes on a little long. I do remember kind of like, I want to skip this part of the game. Let's go. But now that I'm looking on it as a more because of all the work I've done in TFTC, I look at it with a bit more of a developer's eye, I feel. And just at the very bottom of that level back there, you had the scientist and the security guard running urgently. It's like, well, what's that all about? What's the story there? It creates scenarios in your mind, imaginations. I really like it. Now, I'm just going to pause this for a second. This sequence is amazing, and I am going to talk over a lot of stuff here as well. I didn't want to remain silent through the tram ride because there's just so much to talk about in the tram ride. It's cool to see. If you want to see the whole tram ride without me talking over it, please do so, but this is what I'm going to probably babble on a little bit about. All this, the audio, the soundtrack, the background soundtrack, the voice explaining what's going on, this is so iconic. Every sound in this game, every bit of audio is so iconic to me. Yeah, I'm gushing. And can you imagine back in the day when you had cutscenes of any kind of type and you couldn't move, you just had to wait for things to happen. But the fact that you're having this tram ride, you think might be just a cutscene, but no, you can actually move about. You can see what's going on.
Handled in the Black Mesa compound. No smoking, eating, or drinking are permitted within the Black Mesa transit system.
Gabe Newell. So we know based on this outside texture we're basically in the desert probably. Also it says about the temperature as well.
Has come to a complete halt.
We're getting an idea of the sheer scale of this facility.
Event of an emergency. Passengers are to remain seated and wait.
Military helicopter.
If it is necessary.
Again, they're running. What's going on?
Disabled personnel should be evacuated first. Please stay.
So yeah, this being able to move about allows you to have so much immersive storytelling. Just imagining what's going on in this facility. You can see that something's not quite right from time to time. And yeah, I think this whole sequence came in pretty late to the game. I think it was a documentary that even said that you basically don't really do the start of the game until you've finished doing most of the rest of the game, because the start of the game informs your player what's going to be the point of this game. What's this game all about?
The semi-finals for high security personnel will be announced in a separate secure access transmission.
So yeah, you can craft a good opening once you know what your game is all about and where you know the story's going to go. I always liked this. Like, what is this? What's the point of this?
The Black Mesa team.
I don't know, but I love it.
Are available in the areas of materials handling and low clearance security. Please contact Black Mesa.
That was cool.
Further.
Back in the day.
If you have an associate with a background in the areas of
there was so much that was innovative about Half-Life. There really was.
Please contact our civilian recruitment division, the Black Mesa Research Facility.
And we're going to talk about, I think, the Half-Life as a franchise, why it hasn't advanced. You know, why Valve decide to not really do anything with Half-Life unless there's a technical evolution and innovation to it.
A reminder to all Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Black Mesa Research Facility.
Yes. Oh, this is the G-Man, isn't it? Here we go.
Is grounds for
hello.
Termination. If you feel you have
our first ever sighting, we're gonna count them.
Other hazardous
so that's our first sighting. So yeah, this was always memorable to me. It's like, whoa, what is this all about? That looks very bad.
Work smart.
That's not good. And it's here where we get stopped. So that's just round the corner from us.
At Sector C test labs and control facilities.
Yeah, you're gonna see the saved thing pop up a lot because I will save scum. Alright, here we go.
Back from the automated door and wait for the security officer to verify your identity.
Do very slowly walk over.
Be sure to check your area for personal belongings. Thank you, and have a very safe and productive day.
Morning, Mr. Freeman. Looks like you're running late.
Yep. So I'm not using any kind of mods or texture packs or anything like that. I'm trying to play the game as it was. Yep. Now, I am someone who really likes to see what happens when you do things. So, yeah, my first impulse is to usually just see, what happens if I do that? Okay, that happens. Cool. And sometimes I might do it multiple times just to see if anything interesting happens in different ways, and sometimes there's ways to find secrets, because that's kind of what's instilled in you back in the day when the games had little secret rooms and things like that. If you think about all the Doom, Quake, Unreal, you'll get little secrets. That was kind of ingrained in us. Half-Life doesn't do that as much, but it does it more in the way of storytelling, I think. That it rewards your exploration by fleshing out the world, doing world building. So, yeah. Hello.
Can we do this later?
No fancy talk?
Sorry, I'm on duty, Mr. Freeman. Hey, catch me later, I'll buy you a beer.
Okie dokie. This voice actor, Michael Shapiro, is the same one who does the voice of the G-Man. But I believe this is basically more his normal voice, obviously. Can I do anything? Nope. Right. Oh, these footstep noises. A signature valve noise. Same with these doors, which are quite loud. Here we go. We'll try and walk.
Hey, Mr. Freeman. I had a bunch of messages for you, but we had a system crash about 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my files. Just one of those days, I guess. They were having some problems down in the test chamber, too, but I think that's all straightened out. They told me to make sure you headed down there as soon as you got into your hazard suit.
Okie doke. So, hey, we get a map. One of the only times we really get a map, so I think, yeah. You'll only see 3 or 4 different scientist models. That's because that's all you could really do back then. That's still a problem even to today's modern games, when you have hundreds and thousands even of NPCs, such as like in The Witcher or whatnot. You can have lots of variations, but eventually things start repeating. There's only so many variations you can have. It always gets better, but back then it was basically 3 models, maybe 4, I can't remember. And there's only 1 security guard until you get to Blue Shift, and then they give you a fat guy. So, yeah. So, yeah.
Get away from there, Freeman. I'm expecting an important message.
Okie doke.
Weren't you supposed to be in the test chamber half an hour ago?
Uppity.
Excuse me, Gordon, but I'm rather busy now.
So, there's a button here, isn't there?
My God,
stop
what are
that.
you doing?
Come on, Gordon. You trying to get me into trouble?
No, I'm just experimenting.
I can't be bothered right now. Please, leave me alone. You'll just have to wait until
After the experiment or test. Yeah, we're going to go through here later once the...
Worried about that exponential cascade scenario we discussed? I believe so.
I love these random voice lines, but yeah, we're going to be going through here once things go pear-shaped, I remember. Because we're going to go through this computer room. Anyway, here's the other model.
Please, leave me alone until after the experiment. I can't be bothered right now.
Lots of repeating voice actors. There we go, 4 models. We've got the black guy, and then we've got the Einstein guy, we've got Kleiner guy, and then this guy. So this is what Eli was based off, I think.
Excuse me, Gordon, but I'm rather busy now. You'll just have to wait until after the test. Weren't you supposed to be in the test chamber?
Okay, so they're all saying the same thing, but yeah.
Hello there. Big day today, Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
Morning, Gordon.
That is a lot of keyboards and a lot of buttons.
You aren't going soft.
Don't need that yet, but we will.
The sample was just delivered to the test chamber. Please, don't leave me alone until after the experiment.
So, there's not really anything in that high resolution here to be interesting. But we're getting the idea that, okay, we're late, but there's a big experiment going to happen. There's something going on. What's this? Oh, it's the G-Man. That's number 2. I am still here. I'm trying to listen. That's repeating. So I can make out a couple things. I've told you 100 times, and then something about my employers, and I'm sure this has been sort of semi-deciphered, but I think it's a little too mumbled to really be sure.
Hello.
E equals MC squared. It's good. Nice computer.
Good to see you.
Laptop. Let's
Hello, Gordon Freeman. It's good to see you.
Hello.
Don't you think we should recalculate those resonance dampening factors again?
If she should. Ooh, light switch.
Ideas on the origin of that new sample?
New sample.
My God, what are you doing?
All right.
I have no doubt.
Uh-huh. Does he come back? Oh.
That's odd.
Yeah, he comes back. Yeah. I love it though. Little bits of flavour. It helps build the world, make it seem lived in, believable. Alright. I love how fast we move in this game. I think at this point they've kind of restricted it to a certain speed, but back in the day, you could really fly around in this. I think it's more to do with the kind of bunny hopping method. I've never been able to do it pretty good myself, but we'll try it in more open areas. Wait, wasn't there there was another area up here, wasn't there? Yeah, there was. Yeah, this is later in the game.
You got the wrong airlock, Mr. Freeman. You know I can't let you through here.
Mm-hmm. Not yet, you can't. Yeah. Alright, so loading screens. Now, at this point...
Hidden my glasses again.
At this point, the loading screen is barely half a second. But back in the day, this might have been a few seconds at least, if not longer. But this is how the game feels contiguous, rather than a bunch of levels.
Weren't you supposed to be in the test chamber half an hour ago? I can't be bothered right now.
So, if this is Half-Life 2 Episode 2, this should technically be Dr. Magnuson, or is this Dr. Magnuson? I mean, it looks like Kleiner, but if I do this, I'm going to blow up his lunch.
You'll just have to wait until
what are you
after the
doing?
test.
Oh, the lines did at the same time. Never mind. I have one of these, please. More. Oh, what about this one? Okay.
Most of the simulation results are perfectly acceptable, you know.
Uh-huh. Well, our work here is done. So. Yes, we need to get our suit first, don't we? Although I want to see what happens before if we try to go through without the suit. Just get told no, obviously.
It's good to see you.
Hey, catch me later. I'll buy you a beer. Sorry, Mr. Freeman. I got explicit orders not to let you through without your hazard suit on.
Access denied.
Okay, so we get a bit of a tutorial on this now. Sort of, you know, we're shown this, we can interact with it, but we can't do anything about it because access denied. That will come into gameplay later.
Now, where did I leave that shutdown?
I'm still waiting for the, why do we have to wear these ridiculous ties? Alright. Freeman. Oh, yes,
Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties?
there we go. So, Freeman. believe, at least that picture is one of the developer's daughter, newborn daughter, put there. But yeah, all these names, I thought, well, at least most of these names are Valve employees. Guthrie, I recognise that. Dario Casali, he's been doing his own Let's Plays a few months ago on his channel. Highly recommend them because he was one of the big level designers. He did the tram section of Half-Life 1. On a Rail, that's the one. Mark Laidlaw, the main sort of storyboard writer. Yep. Is there a Newell? Is there a Gabe Newell? I don't see a Newell. Yeah. Ooh. Can't do anything here. Can we do this? Hey. Alright. The subtle... sorry.
This is all within theoretical limits. We all have to wear these...
From the toilet as well. I'm almost like, oh, isn't there a physics puzzle here? And I'm like, wait, no, this game doesn't have physics. That's Black Mesa. You get to put a toilet paper through there, which was a nice little thing. But yeah, let's get our... Hello. Let's do it.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV protective system for use in hazardous environment conditions. High impact reactive armor activated. Atmospheric contaminant sensors activated. Vital sign monitoring activated. Automatic medical systems engaged. Defensive weapons
As I expected.
Activated. Munition
Go right on through, sir.
monitoring
Looks like you're in the barrel today.
activated. Communications interface online. Have a very safe day.
Cool. We got our HEV suits. Some nice pumping music. Can't really...
Inspection T to Sector D.
Can't really make out some of the text here, but... Technology! Music is used very sparingly in this game, but when it generally is used, it's used to good effect. Usually to sort of signify the start of a new chapter. I think it's the same on this side, isn't it? Oh, we got the dam. Yeah, we're going to go to that dam eventually. I like that. This is, again, foreshadowing, world building. This is backgrounds and stuff we are going to eventually see. This is... Yeah. I don't like that bit. For the, Ichthyosaur, or whatever you call it. Okay. Now, we could just go down the ladder, but, you know, let's do it properly. I mean, let's be honest, it'd have been quicker going down the ladder. I could have obviously easily sped run all the way to the test chamber, but I like to explore and look around. No fun otherwise. Oh. Yep.
Raymond? I can't be bothered right now. Excuse me. Have you...
It's good that they sort of have this kind of indicators on the walls where you're supposed to go. I mean, it's not so much of a thing here, but upstairs it was.
Run that test again. You'll just have to wait. After the test. Weren't you supposed to be in the test chamber half an hour ago?
Perhaps.
Sorry, I'm on duty, Mr. Freeman.
Is that just mean slippery when wet? Hazardous chemicals? Let's just do a little bit of... Yeah, let's try that. Right, these loading screens are... Yeah, we'll talk about them probably after the Resonance Cascade because of how it kind of revolutionized the storytelling.
Hello, Gordon Freeman. Gordon, it's good to see you. We just sent the sample down to the test chamber.
We've boosted the anti-mass spectrometer to 105%. Bit of gamble, but we need the extra resolution.
The administrator is very concerned that we get a conclusive analysis of today's sample. I gather they went to some lengths to get it.
They're waiting for you, Gordon, in the test chamber.
Test chamber. This is where it all begins. It's a bit of a small control room. I think there should be more things here, but yeah, I'm not going to criticize the design of rooms too much in terms of clutter and stuff, because of the time, this is what they could do with it, and it's perfectly fine. It's great. Graphics are not what we're here to necessarily criticize based on its age.
It's about to go critical.
What the hell is going on with our equipment?
It wasn't meant to do this in the first place.
Whoa. So yeah, more clear indications that something is not quite right now. Wonder what these are. What? I like this twisty-turny lift.
Please, leave me alone until after the experiment. Greetings. Weren't you supposed to be in the test chamber half an hour ago?
Here we go. Test slab.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedures today, Gordon.
Yes, but with good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And, potentially, the most unstable.
Now, if you follow standard insertion procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know how you can say that, although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade scenario is extremely unlikely.
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Ah, yes, you're right. Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
Well, go ahead. Let's let him in now.
Complete confidence in me. Yes. Could sound more convincing. Here we are. The test chamber. I love the design of this machine. It's highly iconic for me.
Testing. Everything seems to be in order.
All right, Gordon. Your suit should keep you comfortable through all this. The specimen will be delivered to you in a few moments. If you would be so good as to climb up and start the rotors, we can bring the anti-mass spectrometer to 80% and hold it there until the carrier arrives.
So I'm trying to see if I can jump into the crate, but I can't. And, oh, okay. It doesn't actually let me jump off the slope here. Yeah.
Are you not hearing me? Climb up and start the rotors, please.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, this chamber is amazing. I love the scale of it. I would not want to be in here when it's turned on. So it's well, kind of ironic that I'm here when it's turned on and everything goes wrong. But yeah, I don't know. This is just such an iconic thing. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. The Black Mesa version is just as impressive.
And start the rotors.
And I love that they have these voice lines to, like, you know, come on, you can do it. I think that's it. There might be one or two more variations, but then they just keep repeating that every 30 seconds or so, I think. So let's get it started. Yeah, there we go.
Climb up and start the rotors, please.
Stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1. I'm seeing predictable phase arrays. Stage 2 emitters activating now.
Gordon, we cannot predict how long the system can operate at this level, nor how long the reading will take. Please, work as quickly as you can.
capacitors to 105%. It's probably not a problem. Probably, but I'm showing a small discrepancy in... Well, no, it's well within acceptable bounds again. Sustaining signals.
I've just been informed that the sample is ready, Gordon. It should be coming up to you any moment now. Look to the delivery system for your specimen.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna start the end of the world by pushing this into here, but this, I having recently watched the Half-Life documentaries, I know that this particle effect was something very late.
Non-standard specimen. Go ahead, Gordon. Slot the carrier into the analysis port.
That I think...
Are you there? Nothing you need to worry about, Gordon. That's it. Go ahead.
Sorry, let me speak. Yeah, fairly late into the game. I think some other game engines showed them that they were doing this particle stuff. I can't remember the exact details, but they saw this and then they did it for the test chamber, and then you got this cool particle effect going on.
Gordon, we cannot predict how long the system can operate at this level, nor how long the reading will take. Please, work as quickly as you can.
Now, I don't think there is actually any hidden timer. You can just stay here as long as you want, and those lines will repeat. I think the beam will kill you. Let's see. Well, didn't quite kill me, but... Oh, those chunky noises when you die. Chunky meat noises. Alright, let's start the end of the world.
Gordon, get away from the...
Shut it down. No. Attempted shutdown. It's not shutting down. It's not.
Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Ah. Oh god, I hate these things. There's a bit of Zen. Yeah. Vortigons. Now the aftermath. Unforeseen consequences. So this section is probably the most that people have played, but I think they absolutely nailed for getting the player hooked into what's going on. You're just an average Joe going on a day to work, and then you just basically cause this horrific experiment to go wrong, and now we're dealing with the consequences. So, how do we get out? Damaged.
Access denied. Unauthorized personnel.
I guess we're lucky that this had to break, because there was no other way other than potentially picking this guy up and forcing his face into the retina. This is something Doom did, which I found very funny when that happened the first time. I wonder if that's what they kind of wanted to do, but then couldn't get it to work. But I could imagine that going through the minds of saying, why don't we just put this guy through? But that might have been a bit too much too early on. So, yeah. Bit of health. Now we know that medkits give us health. Because, duh. Does he eventually get up? I think he does. I'm gonna wait a little minute. I guess he's too far gone. There. Crushed. Yeah, he gets back up. Right, so you can help now. I hope.
Freeman, who would have thought you'd still be alive? With my brains and your brawn, we'll make an excellent team.
might stand a better chance if you team up.
So, are you both going to follow me? Yes. Okay, cool. I am not going to be particularly caring about saving NPCs unless they're required, but I do want to try and see if I can, you know, appropriate one of these Barney's pistols earlier than intended.
I refuse to go another step.
I hope those people in the Lambda lab
I'll stay here and guard the
control.
Right, yeah, okay, so we're gonna... Oh, Lambda Lab. First reference to Lambda Lab. Okay. I'm gonna come back here, probably.
Why didn't they listen?
We tried to warn them.
I never thought I'd see a resonance cascade, let alone create one.
Gordon, you're alive. Thank God for that hazard suit. I'm afraid to move him and all our phones are out. Please, get to the surface as soon as you can and let someone know we're stranded down here. You'll need me to activate the retinal scanners. I'm sure the rest of the science team will gladly help you.
Okay.
Yes, let's go.
Oh. So our first glimpse of the head crab. The closest analogy being the face hugger, I guess, from Alien. Hate these things. They do a bit of jump scare more than once. But here's what we need. We need some retinal access, please. Come up. Right, now, whoa! Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay. 1, 2, and off we go. Gotta remember I'm always running, I don't need to press shift. Right. Oh. Yeah, no, go away, go away, go away, go away. Thought I'd pick the crowbar up by now, but apparently I don't. Love these lasers. Ah, there we go. Right, nice. Right, let's do this. I'm gonna go back. Die. Still hit me. Okay. I'm going back for a specific... Can I kill you through the glass? Hey, nice. Okay. I'm going back for a very specific reason. I'm sorry. Thank you. Right, now I have your gun. Nah. He wasn't going to live anyway, so it was better that I had use of the weapon than he did. Oh, bugger. Right. Let's get to at least out of the test chamber area. Oh, yep. Use the crowbar to break glass. That's a thing we can do. Yay. I always found that funny. Yeah.
Man, am I glad to see you. What the hell are these things?
Well, I didn't expect you to die that quickly, but okay. There we go. The zombies. This is what you turn into when a head crab gets on top of you. I do have to wonder how quick this process is, considering this only happened, a few minutes ago, essentially. And that they're already wearing scientist outfits, but yeah. These things are horrific. And we'll get more horrific when we get to Half-Life 2, if we get to Half-Life 2. Alright, he did drop his ammo, so that's good. And I think this is also meant to be a visual indicator of what's going to happen to you, or in general. Ow. Feels like there's a bit of delay on the... Oh my god, the range on that guy. Ow, ow. Okay, well, that's not good. Just stuck there. There we go. Well, that one crowbar was enough to explode a man. That's impressive. We need health. I've fucked about too much. Oh, clips, magazines, whatever you want to call them. Hey.
Power 10%.
I think it's there.
Power
Oh.
20%.
Ah, there we go. Right, so because we're playing on hard mode, enemies are spongier and the health packs are not as generous. So I will probably die a lot. But I do intend to persevere with hard mode, because this is what I usually tend to play the game on. Okay. Ah, I can see the head grab. I think that's actually a bit of... Yeah, you can see that's a bit of a geometry error there. No. So the pistol, the Glock, it's a fine starting weapon. It's incredibly accurate. It's basically accurate to wherever you point it, for the most part. Oh. Well, reasonably accurate, close to medium range. At long range is probably not so useful, but it's a fine starting weapon. Has an alternative fire where you fire faster. Every weapon has an alternative fire. The faster firing is not really all that useful. Can I... Ah, does that then open the door? No? Oh. You can get out here normally, and there's a security guard hanging. Is that because I killed the security guard, didn't have him open already? Oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna do this from time to time. Let's turn cheats on. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And then, let's see.
No!
Whoop.
Back! Gordon!
I've always liked how the... What? Okay. I've always liked how the floor is just pitch black. There's no texture. But also something ate him when he got down there. Yeah, it's weird that doesn't open. Yeah, I may do this from time to time where I no-clip just to see things. In fact, let's do that now quickly. To see what the map looks like. So you get this kind of thing going on, but... I've always found this, doing a no-clip outside the map boundaries, interesting, just to see what is behind places you're not supposed to see. Or how things are put together. So obviously here there's nothing. This is about as fast as we can move, no-clipping about. Yeah, this is just a black texture. Even turning the flashlight on doesn't do anything. I like how you can hear fire, you can see the outline of what should be fire, but there's not actually anything there. Cool. Right. Let's keep going. Right, bit better shape now. Oh yes, this game has jump crouch to jump up to things. So if I just press jump, it's not working. If I jump crouch, I can get up there. I feel like I know why this happened at some point, but I don't remember. I don't know why jump crouch is a thing. Oh, I always like this. He did it! Victory is his! Oh. For a crowbar that basically jibbed a guy, this glass is also making bulletproof sound effects. Yeah. I like how it's giving this zombie an epileptic fit. Can't stop it. But we can put it out of its misery. Alright. We have now completed the first section of the game. And I think we're going to call this video here. I don't want to generally go higher than an hour on these videos, and at least this is a lot easier to control as to when and where I can stop, and when I want to stop I can save whenever I like. But I think this has been alright so far. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me. I think there's a lot to talk about and go through as we play this game. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. But for now, I'm going to say take care of yourselves and fly safe? I guess I can't say fly safe anymore. What should I say? Something to think about. In any case, until next time, take care.